1 minute till showtime, Dr. Harrison.
Jordan, I really want to say thanks so much for helping me out with this project. I'm super excited to get this talk show on the road. But I did have one concern. I'm not sure if you thought about a theme song or not.
Ooh. How about I know you see somehow the world.
Jordan, I'm pretty sure I heard that one before.
Ooh, I know. How about thank you for being a friend?
Yeah, no. So I know my Golden Girls, and no one is going to touch that masterpiece, not even me.
Well, I don't know then. I'm stumped.
I have an idea. Come on, let's go. Superintendent of Schools here in Watertown, and welcome to the pilot episode of Who is Watertown? This show is not only about educating you, but it's also about entertaining you, so I hope you guys have a little bit of fun this morning. Today's show is all about the budget, and our only guest for today is Mr. Tom Nastasio. He is going to share some highlights with our for our 2019-2020 budget. Since you guys, many of you will be voting, we want you to come out to the polls on May 14th for the referendum, and we want you to know what you're voting on. During the development of our budget, though, I do want to share with you guys that I had our leaders come up with some really creative ideas to save money for next year. So I'm going to share with you the top 5 ideas that did not make it into the budget presentation. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah!
So the first one, you guys may know this, that a lot of schools do BYOD, where you bring your own device to school. That saves a lot of money, so that you don't have to buy a lot of computers. But we decided that it would be cool to do the BYOL program, where you bring your own lights. And so rather than turning on the lights, you're walking around with your camera phone light on, and you can do your work like that. What do you guys think about that? Good idea? Yeah! We should pull this radical and really get a better audience. So the second one is you have no idea how much money you spend each year on supplies, and even supplies like toilet paper. So one of the ideas I had was that we would go through and we would shift from 2-ply toilet paper to 1-ply, but then we saw that it's already pretty thin, so we're not going to save any money there. But our top third idea was, rather than going 2-ply, at the beginning of the school year, every student gets their own roll of toilet paper, and you have to ration out for the rest of the year. And once you're out, you're on your own, that would really be something that So our next idea is creating a partnership with Lyft or with Uber. And so you guys as seniors or rising juniors, those of you who are drivers, you can actually drive the bus and we'll get our elementary kids to school. They'll drive where you are, or that, you might pick them up, drop them off. We can institute that program during classes, so that would be a really nice idea as well. So I was looking at some pictures the other day, and this one I feel like is a really good idea. I came across this guy. Apparently he was having a moment where he really needed to download something or post something on Instagram, and his battery on his phone was dying. So he came up with a creative way to power his phone. But I think that we could issue this to all of our students. Just a nice little solar panel. So we thought solar panel hats would be a good way to generate some electricity. Actually, this morning, Jordan is wearing the coat version of that solar panel. We thought about, just putting him in the center of the room, using him like a disco ball. That could save us some money with lighting. So those are some top 5 ideas about saving some money. What do you guys think about those? So when I came out this morning, I wasn't sure if Jordan was here for Who is Watertown or if he was auditioning for Dancing with the Stars. He's a little bit sparkly today, so try not to let him distract you too much. So for those of you who don't know, I'm from North Carolina, and when I told my wife that we were moving to Watertown for this job, she was like, "Who's Watertown?" I said, "I'm not sure, I'll find out, and when I do, we'll make a show about it." So welcome to Who is Watertown? I want to first give it up for Jordan Elliott, my co-host. Somebody who can be funny. I knew this was the kid that did the McDonald's song. He has a great YouTube channel. Make sure that you guys are checking him out. It's really funny. I also want to give it up to our Who is Watertown band. Noah Ryan on bass, Greg Vanderlarm on drums, and our band leader, Caleb McGuire on keyboard.
Yeah.
Priscilla Nascimento for designing our logo. She'll look familiar, kind of like the Tonight Show. We're kind of ripping off on that, but thanks to Priscilla for doing that. It's really good. Give it up for Priscilla. Jordan, what do you think? Are you excited about today's show?
I'm so excited for today's show, and since today's episode is about the budget, I asked the band to work on some songs about money.
Okay, so tell me what you got.
First up, some ODB. Worry. How about the Apprentice theme song? Hit it, guys! Money, 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 money. Money.
Okay, Jordan, I'm a little old school with this. What else you got, Jordan?
Oh, I've got this one queued up on my phone. It's by Rihanna. You guys all know it.
Jordan, you cut that off. I can't play that song. Do y'all know that song? Yeah. I can't have my job, Jordan. They're gonna be in trouble. Seriously, folks, love it here in Watertown. It's been really cool to have some small town living, to be a real New Englander. I got my Dunkin' Donuts going. Also, really cool small town. Everyone knows everyone. Feels like everyone here is related to someone. Everyone but me, which is pretty sad. You guys all grew up with each other. You know each other since childbirth. The other thing that I think is really funny about living in a small town, Watertown is the only place where getting a new Starbucks is like a Six Flags coming to town. People are really worked up about it, really excited. It's cracking me up. It's been really fun getting to know who you guys are.
Dr. Harrison, you talked a lot about Watertown today, but what do the people really know about you? See, I came up with this game, and I think we need an audience volunteer. Mr. Fox, can you help me out? Mr. Fox, everybody! Would you like to introduce yourself to the people? How do you act? All right, can we get a round of applause for Hannah? All right, so this game is called Which Harrison Is It? Can we all say it? Which Harrison is it? That's right. There are a lot of famous Harrisons in the world, just like our doctor here. In this game, you're going to have to discover which Harrison is it. Which Harrison wrote the song, Here Comes the Sun? Was it Dr. Rydell Harrison or George Harrison? George Harrison, correct! Which Harrison was recently revealed relationship with Carrie Fisher on the set of Star Wars? Was it Dr. Rydell Harrison or Harrison Ford?
Rydell.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. Which Harrison died while in the White House? Was it Dr. Rydell Harrison or William Henry Harrison? Yeah. Which Harrison hosts the rose ceremony weekly? Chris Harrison or Dr. Rydell Harrison? Yeah.
That is not correct. I host a rose ceremony every night in my house.
Which Harrison, along with his team, produced a transparent, fiscally conservative, student-centered budget that every Board of Ed member supports?
Rick Harrison and his pawn shop.
Dr. Harrison. Dr. Harrison or Patsy Harrison's son? Yeah. All right. Give it up one more time for Hannah. Oh, no time.
And we got a prize for you. Give it up one time for Hannah. All right, folks, so I want to welcome our first and only guest to the show. Mr. Tom Anastasio is our business manager for the Board of Education. He works on all of the business side of our schools with budget and with human resources. So give it up for Tom Anastasio, who's coming out to join us.
Thanks. I'm not really prepared to be on set. We usually have these meetings in your office.
It's all right, Tom. We're doing something new today, so just stick with us. All right, so Tom, I'm going to jump right into the question that's been on everyone's mind. Why does the budget go up every year? Why is it that the schools need more money year after year?
Well, there's three main driving factors each year, and the first one is something that people are probably pretty familiar with in the audience, and that's inflation. And simply put, inflation is the rise in the price of goods and services over a period of time. A good way to think about this would be, as an example, a gallon of milk. So when you were born, a gallon of milk cost $1.57. When I was born, that same gallon of milk cost $2.28.
So that's a big jump in only 4 years different between when you were born and when I was born.
Yeah, well, if 4 years is what you want to go with, we'll just
All right.
we'll keep talking about this. Milk today is $3.50 a gallon, and our budget is full of things that goods and services that increase in cost over periods of time.
Can you give us an actual example from our budget?
Yeah, a good example would be utilities. So utilities back in the 2011-2012 year cost us about $1.25 million. So last year, the year that just ended, this past June, we spent $1.53 million on utilities of the same nature. So that represents a 22% increase in about 6 years.
All right, 22% increase in utilities is huge.
Yeah, and then that's not the only thing. There's transportation, there's supplies, there's equipment, there's textbooks. Any number of these expenditures can increase over a period of time. And that's why the bottom line is the cost to educate a student continues to rise year after year.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. You know, I wish that in my home, milk was still just $1.57. So yeah, I think we all experience inflation. But besides inflation, what are the other two reasons?
The second reason would be increases in contractual obligations.
What does that mean?
So 80% of our budget is devoted to the salaries and benefits of our employees. In this year's budget, that amounts to about $34.8 million. Contractual increases are built into these contracts each year for the most part, and that's done through a contract negotiation between the Board of Education and the public employee unions. Those contracts are then ratified by the town council. The whole thing is spelled out in the state of Connecticut's general statutes. But the bottom line is, for us to keep these lines flat year over year in the budget, we would have to continue to reduce our staff each year.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So once you factor in the inflation and contractual obligations, there's probably not a lot of wiggle room left, right?
Yeah, that's true. And research has shown us that the quality of the teacher is the greatest indicator of student success. So it really makes sense to invest in our staff.
Nice. So we got the money guy over here talking about education research. I like it. What's the last reason that we need money every year?
The third reason would be our contracted services. So an example of these contracted services, which make up about 9% of our budget this year, transportation, property and liability insurance, as well as the transportation and tuition of outplaced students. And this line is very difficult to predict. Needs of our students are constantly changing. The number of special education students that we have at any given point in time could always change. So this line can be pretty volatile.
Wait, did you say violent?
No, there's no violence in the budget. The budget is purely peaceful. And the line that I used was volatile. And volatility refers to the risk that prices will change based on certain inputs, such as student needs and the number of students with those needs. So simply put, this line changes based on the number of students that move into the district with special education needs.
All right, so that makes sense. I heard a recent report from our education commissioner for the state of Connecticut, and she said that the cost of educating a student with special needs can be around $200,000 a year, which is huge. Seems like the state should give us some money back for that, like reimburse us.
Well, technically they do, but they'll give us a partial reimbursement once we spend more than 4.5 times the amount that we would typically spend on a student.
So then prior to instituting any new initiatives in our budget or adding things to the budget that would help us to meet the needs of our students academically, socially, physically, we're already above where we used to be, right?
Yeah, that's correct, and that's why each year we're faced with a difficult prospect of making cuts, and we're always looking for potential ways to save. I grew up in Watertown. I've been here most of my life, and I can remember back when milk was $2.95 a gallon, people were talking about budget cuts.
And now here you are, 55 cents later, helping us to develop a budget that's going to meet the needs of our students. And the needs of students to come. Little Toms, or little Thomasinas, maybe, might be joining us at some point. And we want to make sure we have what we need for them as well. All right, we're going to take a short break. This is getting really heavy. Tom, do you guys want to see Tom do a little game?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, we are going to be doing the Whisper Challenge. Thank you, girls. Tom is going to put these headphones on, and in these headphones, we're going to blast some loud music. And Dr. Harrison is going to have to whisper specific phrases. He's going to try to have to...
Do we start? Are we starting?
We will.
I can't hear anything.
Okay. All right, so guys, today's challenge is, the Whisper Challenge is all about food. All about food. Watertown. You ready?
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Yep.
Cheese.
Yep.
Cheeseburger soup.
Cheeseburgers.
Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
Really has no clue. Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers.
Nice. All right. You can clap. I see we got Mr. Rinaldi in the back. This is for you, Mr. Rinaldi. Fino pizza.
Pizza Hut.
Fino pizza.
Yes.
Pizza Hut.
Fino pizza.
Fino pizza.
Yeah, you got it. We're going to kick it up a little bit harder for our last one. Ready?
This is really loud, sorry.
Taco Bell burrito and McDonald's McFlurry.
Burrito and pizza party.
Taco Bell burrito and McDonald's McFlurry.
Taco Bell burrito party.
You're close.
It's a party.
Taco Bell burrito, McDonald's McFlurry.
Taco Bell burrito McDonald's party.
Taco Bell burrito.
Oh.
Let's give it up for Tom. We're done. We're done. We're gonna have him just stick to the money. Stay in the lane. All right. So before we just had our game break, you were talking about the budget process. Can you give us a few highlights from the budget?
Yeah, the first round of highlights would relate to teaching and learning. So we're in the business of educating young people, and we want to make sure that they have the best resources available to them to succeed.
Yeah, not just the best resources, but current resources. So we recently did an analysis of the books in all of our libraries. The books in our elementary schools are older than all of you guys. It's about 20 years old, so that's something that we have to take care of.
Right, exactly. So that's why we're investing in new textbooks at the high school for biology, psychology, and English, and we're also going to be adding new book collections to the libraries of our elementary schools.
Nice. Yeah, times have changed a lot since you and I were in school.
He and I didn't go to school at the same time, so.
So today, students need more than just textbooks to be prepared. Hey, Jordan, how has school changed since we were in school to now when you're in school? What do you think?
I've just learned a lot more about multitasking. For example, I could live stream, get that victory royale, and floss at the same time.
Does anybody want to join me on the anti-flossing campaign? And not just because it's a silly dance. So I tried to do it, and you know, when you're swinging your hands below your waist with fists, I really hurt myself. And so I don't recommend anybody do it. So, yeah, so times really have changed. Times have changed since we were in school. And so it's why we're about to purchase some additional Chromebooks for our 3rd and 8th grade students. We're buying new science materials for our 3rd through 8th grade students. We want all of our students to have hands-on experiences so they can impact the world around them and learn about the world right there in their classroom.
Right, and another thing that we're focusing on in this budget is school security. So we hope to hire school resource officers with middle school, as well as a security residency officer that will split time between our 3 elementary schools.
Outstanding. So I know the district has a great relationship with the police department. Of course, we have Officer Cassina, who's here every day. He also does some work with SWIFT. So tell me, how did this new position come about?
Is this where you want me to read the thing? Okay.
No, I didn't prepare anything for it. Just in your own words.
All right, I'll just find my own words. I wrote this. Our wonderful superintendent, with his infinite wisdom, searched high and low for ways to make our schools safer and build our middle school students' capacity to make smart decisions regarding drugs and alcohol. After months of searching for the perfect answer, he decided to capitalize on our district's long-standing partnership with the chief of police and broker a deal that allows us to extend DARE programming for middle school students and increase safety across our district, while simultaneously increasing the number of Watertown officers tasked with keeping our communities safe.
So, in other words, Dr. H and the chief agreed to divvy up the cost of a new officer?
That's correct.
Yeah, it doesn't sound as exciting, Jordan, when you say it. So thanks, Tom, for sharing that in your own words. I'm very flattered of what you think of me and my leadership. Thank you, I appreciate it. So, are there any other highlights?
Yeah, a couple other highlights would be position related, and what we want to do is set up our students to succeed. All of our students are required to take civics before graduating high school, so we're going to hire a social studies teacher to teach civics here in the high school, and we're also focused on our social and emotional learning needs for our primary school students in John Trumbull. So we'd like to hire a half-time school psychologist. One thing I was thinking, and I'm just throwing this out there, it's kind of what we do, brainstorm, just kind of freely let it flow. A way to save some money, maybe combine the 2 positions and have a school psychologist come to the high school and teach our high school students to be more civil.
Mr. Pistachio, I know you and your wife have a baby on the way, but please, leave the dad jokes to Dr. Harrison.
Thanks, Jordan. Wait, is that a compliment? I'm not sure if that was a compliment. So on a serious note, Tom, Mr. Desazio, we are grateful to have you and your level of expertise here on the show, and glad to have you at the table helping us making decisions He's been really helpful with his attention to detail and helping us achieve the budget. We're really proud of him. So give it up for Mr. DeStazio.
Thank you for having me. We hope to have all our first-time voters in the audience at the polls on May 14th. Thank you.
So we can't end the show like that. I mean, it was great having Tom here, but we got one more game. Jordan, what you got for us?
All right, this one is called Egg Roulette. Mr. Fox, can we get an audience volunteer?
RD!
All right, back there.
All right, let's go!
All right, everyone. This is a dozen of eggs, as you can see. 8 of them are hard-boiled, but 4 of them are raw. You guys are each going to have to pick one and smash it on the top of your heads, not your forehead, until one of you gets 2 raw eggs smashed on your head. The first with 2 loses.
Who goes first?
Charlie's the guest, say he goes first.
Oh, man. You gotta be joking. Mr. Fox, do we have a prize for Charlie? Yeah. Oh, hey, look, thank you guys for being here. Listen, the most important thing, we wanted to have some fun, but really, the reason why you guys are here is because we really want you to take on your civic duty and really get out and vote. Today, you're going to have the opportunity, if you have not already registered to vote, you can register to vote during lunch. Our referendum on the budget is on May 14th. Hope to see you guys out. We might have some incentives for high school students for coming out to vote. And it's really a great time to be able to take on the responsibility that you have. Charlie's going to be sharing some eggs with you if you'd like. Thanks for coming, guys. Have a great afternoon.